Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Stephanie and I'm the blogger behind brighterdarling.com. You see my phone here? Yeah, here's my phone. I had filmed this video for YouTube and on my Instagram. It is how I wax my brows at home. Obviously, you can see the title of this video. I know we're all stuck home right now, or most of us are, and we can't get our nails done, we can't get our hair done, we can't do our brows, we can't do all those things, right? And really, you know, shows how much we depend and should appreciate those people who are doing them. But I've actually been doing my brows at home myself for probably almost 3 years now, actually. I was saying 2, but I think it's actually much more closer to 3, if not longer. And I purchased all this stuff on Amazon. Most of it you might even have already, like spoolie brushes or tweezers. But the other stuff like the wax and everything else that I use, you definitely can get on Amazon. So I already filmed this, so we're just gonna get right into it. These are the things you're going to need to get started. So first, you're going to obviously need wax. This is so old, I've had this for over 2 years. This is the Gigi Brazilian Bikini Wax. It's a hard wax. It's a microwavable container. It's from Amazon. It's, I think, like 20 bucks. So this is the wax you're gonna use. Obviously, we're not using it on our bikini line, but this is the wax you're gonna be using. Let me make sure it focuses. Okay. You're also going to need some large applicators. This is for stirring, not for actually putting it on your eyebrow, but you could, I guess, if you want it. You're gonna need the little ones. This is what we actually use to apply them on our eyes. You're gonna need the little guys. And then you're gonna need some tools. So you're gonna need a spoolie, so something like that, okay? You're going to need, obviously, a pair of tweezers. You're going to need some kind of a brow pomade. Now this I don't do anymore because I have kind of figured out my technique, but if you're new, you're gonna want to start out with some kind of a brow pomade or a brow pencil or a brow powder, something to fill your brows in with, because that's gonna be your stencil. I think a brow pomade is the best way to go because it's gonna be the most dramatic and really give you a clear line. But if you're not comfortable with that, use whatever else you have. I'm just using Benefit Ka-Brow. And you're going to need scissors. Okay, I think that's everything. I also like to have these eye makeup remover pads from Almay on hand, but you don't need those as long as you're starting with a clean face. So I typically do like to do this before bed, but it's the middle of the day, we're doing it now. So, all right. To start, we're gonna fill in our brows. So when I fill in my brows for purposes of waxing them, I do go more dramatic and more thick because I want to make sure I don't over wax my brows and I don't over take off the hair. So I'm going to fill them in thicker than I normally would. So just going in with the brow pomade and essentially filling in the brows the way I normally do, but I definitely go a hair more than I normally would because, again, this is the key part. This is how you're gonna know where to apply the wax and where to tweeze any stray hairs, because this is your outline. So and you don't really have to fill in the whole thing. I just kind of do the tops and the bottoms as like a guide. And to be honest, guys, I did not make up this technique myself. I kind of adapted it from going to the Benefit brow waxers at Ulta. I went to a Benefit brow bar in Houston to basically rehab my brows. I did not have good brows. I don't have great brows now, but they've come a long way. And I wanted to just finally get them in their best shape. And I really credit Benefit, and particularly this brow stylist, Kim. I still follow her on Instagram. She's great. For fixing my brows and teaching me how to do my brows in the best way for me. So what they do is they will fill your brows in, usually with their brow powder and wax mix. They fill your brows in and kind of let you see, like, is this the shape you like? Is this what you're going for? Now, obviously this looks crazy right now, but this is exactly what you want. You want it to just be a little, oh my gosh, I think there's a bee or a bug in my makeup room right now behind the window. He better stay there the entire time I'm filming because I just heard him make a buzz sound, and that's not okay. Oh my God. Anyway, so yeah, they fill your brows in to make sure you like the shape, and that's what they use to wax around. So who would have thought? I just never thought about doing this my whole life. Okay, so once you have your brows filled in, you're gonna get up real close, and you're gonna take, in the beginning I used a lot of these little guys, but now I can kind of get it done in about 8 sticks, about 4 per brow. I already microwaved my wax. It's been in the microwave for about 2.5 minutes. I like it to be really melty. I don't know why, I just do. So, all right, make sure your mirror is nice and close. Hopefully you guys can still get an idea of what I'm doing on both cameras. And I start with the rounded side of the stick because it's pointy on one side and rounded on the other. Oh my God, guys, this bug, I swear to you, if it comes out, we are in so much trouble. All right, so I'm going in the wax. The wax is just green. It's all melty. So I start on the top. And I don't always wax the top, but I do need to do it today. I do the top like every other time. And if you're nervous about going too close when you first start this, that's okay. You can go over the same spot about 2 times. I wouldn't do it more than that. And it won't irritate your skin. Plus, you're getting off the majority of the hair. We're still gonna go in with the tweezer just like they do when you're getting your brows done to clean up the little strays that maybe the wax didn't grab. And then once it's there, you kind of press it on just like they do in the salon. Press it down until it dries. Oh my God, I wonder if the camera is picking up the bug sound right now. I cannot even believe this is happening. Okay, and then just like they do at the brows, you hold the skin taut, grab from the end, and pull. Now, this top one doesn't have many hairs, but just, I'm sure for satisfaction purposes, there are little hairs on there. And it's really this easy, guys. The key is honestly outlining your brow. If you get that part down and you don't get too sloppy with the wax, like you notice I'm not putting too much wax on the brush here, you'll be fine. I have no idea where this bug is, but I'm just waiting for it to come and attack me. And sometimes also you want to extend it a little further so it'll give you room to pull. Otherwise you have like no tab, basically. I don't know if that's the official word you want to use, but now this stick is basically done. It's kind of like maxed out of space to grab clean wax. So once it's there, I keep it pressed down, grab the tab, the little tab I created, and gently, well not gently, but quickly pull. And again, the top didn't have too much this time. Wait till you guys see the bottom. Okay, let's do the bottom now. The bottom is always the most fun because that's the most dramatic. And then I do have to pull up a little bit on the bottom just because I have semi-hooded lids and I don't want to get wax on my eyelashes because that is totally a thing that can happen. So just be careful. So pressing that down. And once I feel like it's totally dry, it only takes a few seconds. I use the little tab, pull your skin taut, and that's that. And this one's a better one. This one has more little hairs, as you can see. I don't know if on the big camera it's gonna show up, but trust me, it's there. All right, let's get the next one. And then I start from the inner corner. I tend to get a lot of little stray hairs that grow there. My wax is cooling down too much because it took me a little while to get everything set up. So it's not as melty as I like it right now. Once it's all dry, grab the little tab, hold your skin taut. Okay. Alright, so now that I got the wax part done, I still want to clean up any hairs that show up outside of the outline I made with the pomade. So I'm gonna go in with tweezers and really get precise with what hairs are outside of that line. So then what I will do also to finish it up is I'll brush the hairs all the way up. And this is exactly the same thing they do at Benefit and at any other waxing place I'm sure you've ever gone. They brush them up, and any of the hair that are sticking out above your stencil, get the trim. So I just trim whoever is sticking out of the lines. And brush them up. There's still some sticking of the line. And then I do brush down slightly, and I go a little bit on this way as well. I don't cut them all the way to the stencil line on the top, but I do trim them a little bit. I have to do that. I have wiry, crazy brow hairs. So then I brush them back up, and all is well in the world. So we're gonna do the exact same thing on the other one, and I'll come right back. Okay, so we're back, and now I did both the brows, top and bottom, but now we have to do the middle. So for that, it's very similar, guys. We're going in with wax, and this wax is getting really too dry. When it gets too thick like this, you need to warm it up. It just needs to be wet, more wet, because then it'll stick to your skin better and grab the hair better. When it gets too dry, it's no good. And it's kind of at that point for me right now. And once it's pretty hard, which it already is, I just flick it up and pull down against the hair growth. And this wax is so good. Even with me not thinking it was gonna get anything, it did. It got it out. It got little hairs out. You can probably see. And then with the middle, same thing. Just look closely, see if you have any stray hairs. I kind of keep the middle of my brows up like throughout the weeks in between waxing. I will remove 10 hairs a day, just 10 little random hairs, and I think that keeps it at bay. But other than that, you're pretty much done. So what I do after this, if it's bedtime, is I will just wash my face again, and then go to bed, do my skincare routine and go to bed. If this is a daytime where it's like now, I'm gonna remove the excess brow makeup. Oops. So I like to take like makeup remover pads or anything like that, makeup wipe, and then just remove the excess pomade and actually do my makeup so I look like a human. Alright, so that is how you DIY brow wax at home. I hope that's helpful. It's really, really not as scary as you might think. I just would suggest doing it at night when you're not rushed before bed, when the kids are asleep, or you don't have to get, on a Zoom call for work or something. Do it at night before bed, and definitely, if you can, invest in like a brow wax or brow pomade and do the stencil thing. It is a game changer in terms of not botching your brows. So anyway, I hope that was helpful. Give it a try. If you oh, I see the bug. If you guys were watching the video earlier, there was a bug in my video. If you're from the Northeast, it's a stink bug. They're so annoying. They're disgusting. They come out in the spring and the fall. And he's behind my window right now, which is behind the camera. So, all right. Anyway, thanks for watching, and hope it was helpful. Talk to you guys later.